Welcome back, everybody. My name is Timothy Judkins. You have made your way back to the Realty Resource Report. I am live here on Facebook. I am also live on TikTok. You can check me out there. And we're going to get into the latest and greatest in real estate news. If you have not seen this live feed before, this is where we give real estate tips and tricks and go over the latest real estate news that has happened in the industry, the news articles, CNN, Fox, just in general. I want to cover articles and talk about things that affect the buying and selling process when it comes to real estate. That's what this whole show is about. So I go live every Monday. The times change on Monday. I will work on having a consistent set time. The live feeds will be redone in a more professional format with the photos and images on the screen every Wednesday. So every Wednesday at midnight, the live feed will go up there, and then there will be segmented clips that will be shared from the show through the week. Usually it's the buyer and seller tip because that's the meat and potatoes people come here for. But once again, thank you for showing up. My name is Timothy Judkins. We are at the RE/MAX Broadwater headquarters here in St. Clairsville, Ohio. And we're just going to get into it today, all right? So my first article of the day is the most obvious. You guys knew it was coming. The government shutdown has finally ended. Finally ended. And it was... People were like, oh, it's going to shut down. It's going to shut down forever. Oh, it's going to open sooner. You know what? The current president that we have likes to set records. Okay, so you were not going to get out of the shutdown until he set the record. I think that's just what it is. But now that the shutdown has ended, the FHA, VA, USDA, all the mortgages are now moving forward. Things are going in the right direction. Businesses are opening back up. Healthcare programs, SNAP, dental benefits, all this stuff is now coming back. It will take time. I did see some rumors. I don't have any verified information. The article I'm sharing today is from The Guardian, so it has no info on what I'm about to say, but I did hear rumors that you will have to reapply for certain benefits in order to get reactivated. Haven't seen anything about that. I will keep you guys posted. I'll share it to my feeds or something like that when I learn more about that. All right. Now, the next article I had for you today, which is kind of a ripple effect from the first story, the FAA is now getting back to business. So flights are coming back, you guys. So if you guys were planning on traveling for the holiday season, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or for the new year, there was a huge issue with the FAA. Obviously, y'all were seeing flights being cut, things being taken back, and that was because of staffing issues. And so now that there is a better supply chain flow because the government's back open, they can now bring those staff members back to work and actually bring more flights to the system. So from what the article said that you guys will see, the article is from Reuters. So when I actually post that article, it actually gives a breakdown on how many flights will be going back to airports. And so if you guys are looking to travel this holiday season, keep looking on a daily, basis, because from what the article is saying is that they will be populating them randomly as time goes on. So that's a good thing for everybody who's out flying. Go ahead and check those flights on the usual, or maybe get a notification system going on one of these sites. Now, the last article that I wanted to go over, the news article for the day I wanted to go over for you guys, is a surge back into the focus of real estate REITs. All right. Now, if you guys do not know what a REIT is, basically it is a real estate investment trust. And so if you do not own a piece of property, or you do not have the ability to own a piece of property, joining a real estate investment trust is a way to actually make dividends off of a portfolio that somebody actually already owns. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because one of the strongest portfolios in the REIT business, in the real estate investment trust, in that whole world, one of the strongest portfolios right now is healthcare. So if you find REITs that are into healthcare, rather senior livings, hospitals, things of that nature, they have been having a boom in profits ever since COVID. We're not going to go into any specifics on why that may be or why that may not be, but if you are interested in getting into a real estate investment trust because the market is not where you want it right now, or it's not going into the direction you would like it to go, this is a way for you to get into home ownership in a really indirect way and still make profits off of it. So if you want to learn more about REITs, I will be putting up a massive amount of information about that on this specific video. So when this video goes on YouTube, there will be more articles underneath it to explain how to get into a real estate investment trust so that you can get into home ownership if you are not able to buy or sell in this current market. All right. So those are all the news articles that I wanted to go over today. Obviously, my buyer and seller tip for the day is going to be on the same thing. It's going to base off of those same elements. Side note, I have been in this crazy rabbit hole as usual. I'm always going through my different articles. I started my day with a Red Bull. It's serious today. It's serious today, buddy. But I'm in my rabbit hole right now. I don't know if you guys know who Robert Greene is. Robert Greene wrote the 48 Laws of Power. He wrote the Mastery book, which I have both of them at the house. Awesome books. And if you ever get a chance to go on Google, Instagram, TikTok, you should actually search the last message that Robert Greene has left us. It was deep. It was so deep, it has literally ruined my whole weekend. So the last 3 days, I can't stop thinking about this 1 minute sentence that this man said in this video. But with that being said, we're going to keep continuing. We're going to keep taking it to the next step. So I'm going to give you my buyer and seller tip for the day. So if you're looking to buy your house in this crazy market that we have right now, I would suggest getting into the mix with your lender. Contact your lender, contact your loan officer, because that person will have updated information now that the government is opened back up. They might have a long line of people who are now trying to figure out what's going on, what they can afford, what the interest rate is. Jump in front of that. My buyer tip for the day is, now that the government has opened back up, if you are still looking to buy before spring, get in contact with your loan officer immediately and try to figure out what your status is for your pre-approval. Mortgage rates have dropped and went down during the time that we were in a shutdown. So you should try to figure out what you're approved for now, what you can get now, and be prepared. All right, so that's my buyer tip for the day. If you have been shopping before the government shutdown and now it just opened and you're still interested in buying in the spring, this winter, go ahead and reach out to your loan officer right now, your lender, and try to figure out where you stand at the current state, okay? Now, on the other side of the fence, my seller tip for the day is, because we have reopened again, we have new confident buyers coming back to the market. So this is the perfect time to do a price drop. This is the perfect time to price your house at where you think everybody's going to jump in, and then get it cleaned up, get it staged, do what you have to do to get it nice and presentable, because now that they're coming back to the market, there will be a backlog in the USDA, FHA, the government loans. So because of that, we want to be ahead of the curve. We want to make sure people get to our property first, make sure we are seen. And that's the angle, man. Because now that they're coming back out, this is a perfect time, because all right, seller tip, here's a side seller tip. When you do a price drop or a price reduction or a price improvement, it actually populates right back to Zillow, Realtor.com, the MLS. It actually goes right back to the top to notify people that things have changed. If somebody has had interest in your property and has marked it as a favorite, they will get an email notification immediately that the price has changed as well. Sorry, excuse me. So that is my seller tip for the day. If you are looking to get these buyers to buy your house during this winter, springtime, get the price adjusted and get it presentable, because we could get ahead of everybody doing it correctly, okay? All right, you guys, that's my buyer and seller tip for the day. Now, we can't get on the broadcast unless we plug the team. I got to plug the team. Rematch Broadwater. That's what we do. I always got to lean over one time so you guys know where we at. So, what do we have for today? First listing for the day, 1123 Manellan Drive. This is in Bridgeport, Ohio. This was listed by Garrison Wolf, and it is $145K, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath for $140. You guys better check it out. See what's going on over there. That seems like a good deal, Garrison. The next one we have is 3928 Henlil Street in Weirton, West Virginia. This one is listed by Dante. And since that is out in West Virginia, I only know so many details. I'm not licensed out there. You got to reach out to Dante to get that private tour. I will tell you it's underneath $200,000, and it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. That's a win. That's a win too. I think I'm not even gonna say that. So my next one that I have, this one is 70835 Bannock Uniontown Road in Belmont, Ohio. This one's actually listed by Taylor. This one is only $185,000, and this is also a 3-bedroom, 3-bath on 0.8 of an acre, 0.82, $185,000. Awesome deal as well. 3-bedroom, 3-bath in Belmont for 180. We got the deals on the market right now, you guys. The next one I got for you is 214 Petrick Ave. This is in Mingo Junction. Boom, boom, boom. This one's actually listed by Kelsey, and that is a 4-bedroom, 1-bath for 115,000. Oh, we got the prices right now. Remax has one of the best prices right now. And that, like I said, 4-bedroom, 1-bath, 115,000 for that house. That's in Mingo Junction. That's a steal, you guys. All these houses have been on the market for less than 7 days that I just talked about. And then the final one for the day is me. I'm gonna plug myself. We just did a price reduction last week because, like I said, since the government opened back up, we got to get ahead of the curve. So we did a $10,000 reduction on this one in St. Clairsville, Ohio. If you're interested and you want more information, reach out. Shoot me a message. Send a DM. Call my phone. I'm around, man. I'm around. I'm not that hard to find. I do have a bunch of edits that I will be doing after this broadcast. So that will be absorbing, a nice bit of time. If you guys have any questions when it comes to the real estate world, feel free to reach out to me. Shoot me a message on Facebook. Shoot me a message on TikTok. Let me know if there's anything you want to know when it comes to the buying and selling process, what you think your house might be worth, what do you think you can afford based on the current state of the market. There's no such thing as a dumb question because the more you know, the more you could do. And until next time, you guys,